Hello, everybody. Welcome back to AMC Live today. We have the honor to have Emmanuel Nelson to join us. He has a rich background on credit building, and he also has a school community called the Credit Hub. Let me start with this. For anyone new to you, who is Emmanuel Nelson in your own words?
Thank you for the question, though. I would say Emmanuel Nelson is actually a fintech entrepreneur and funding strategist focused on actually helping everyday people access capital the right way using OPM. So I work at the intersection of credits, funding, and my goal is to help people repair their financial foundation, position their profiles correctly, and to actually leverage that to access real opportunities. That is what I really focus on. And then whether it's buying a home, starting a business, getting a vehicle, or scaling a business, a lot of people think funding is only for like large companies or people with perfect credits, but when you really understand how the system works, it becomes much more accessible. So that's where I come in to really dive in and help you maneuver through that process to get you to the next level.
That's great. OPM stands for other people's money. That's
Yes.
also in our world of AMC, we said leverage. We want to use other people's money, that leverage, to get our business to the next level. In your introduction, you mentioned you help clients secure over $30 million in funding. Can
Correct.
you use an example and tell us how did you get that into work? That's a large number, $30 million.
I've been doing this for over 5 years now, and then on average, every business owner that comes to us get 100K as like the limit they get as far as what they get approved for on a credit card, on a line of credit or something. That's the average. So people get up to 250K. Some also get 85K based on their credit profile and based on how much time they've been in business and so many factors. But on average, each business owner gets in business funding, and we've funded so many businesses. It's more than 1,000 businesses because we started 5 years ago, like I said. So if you multiply that, it's a bit more than 3 million, but I mostly use 3 million just as a cap. But mostly we fund different industries and all that, but that's the whole idea. When you multiply it, it's a lot, probably 3.5 or 3.6.
That's great. It's a mix of business credit, the 0% APR, and maybe some line of credit. It's a mixture of everything, right? In terms of
Yeah. So basically, that's one thing. So we rate to the factors like the business and the business credit health and all that, but we do a combination of different things. We do 0%, we do lines of credit, we do short-term loans, long-term loans. We even do MCAs, we do SBA, we do SBA Express. It's a combination of different things, but so far as you qualify for it, we could get you access to that. And then SBAs are huge too as well. So you could literally get like a 650 SBA. A week ago, we got someone like 350K in SBA. It takes a longer time as compared to the credit cards, which is just a month or like less than a month. SBAs take like 6 months or 5 months or whatever. But when you get the money, you get it huge. You get like 50, 250, 650,000 or probably 450, which is huge. You can use that to scale your business. So we do a combination of everything else. Some of the business owners don't really have what it takes, like documentations and all those things for like those huge SBAs and short-term loans. When it comes to the 0% and the regular lines of credit, we just need like a good personal credits profile. That's it. And then you should have an LLC, which is at least 2 months or 3 months old, and then we could get you a business credit card at 0% to start up, like just to beef up like your beginning stages. And then as time goes on, when you start getting tax returns and P&Ls and other things, then we could look towards the BAs.
That's great. Let's demystify something. When we say OPM, other people's money, can you give us some examples? What could be wrong? What people usually get wrong when in terms of OPM?
Most people actually think other people's money means like maybe taking a reckless risk with like borrowed capital, but that's actually the opposite of how it should be used though, because smart leverage is about using capital strategically to create opportunities that wouldn't exist otherwise, right? Because banks, they're willing to lend to you. They lend billions every single day. So it's not about like avoiding debt entirely, but it's about understanding how to structure it responsibly so it fuels growth rather than becoming a burden. You have to leverage it correctly. That's where people are missing the point of OPM.
Also, OPM doesn't mean another person. It's most situation, it's the institute, it's financial
The banks,
institution,
the institutions, the lenders.
Yes, exactly. And then it doesn't mean you have to pay a double-digit interest on those money if you structure it like what you mentioned, the 0% promo APR.
Yeah.
If you know how to stack it, you don't really have to pay anything, but you have
No.
to know the strategy, how you plan it. You don't want
Yeah.
to over leverage, and then you don't have, when you use 250K and then the deadline is next month, you have no money to pay the credit card company. And
Yeah.
that could become a nightmare very soon.
And
Correct.
that's why, like, anyone that comes to me that's new to business, I'll be like, okay, let's do 0%, right? Because that's the way to start up and scale. Because it's 0% for 24 months or 60 months or whatever the case may be. And then you could even balance transfer it on another 0% card and extend the 0% period. That helps when you're starting off, because I wouldn't advise you to go for a long-term loan or something that has a high interest rate and you're starting off and you're figuring things out and you're still paying high interest. It would just really put you in the pits. I would always make sure my clients that come to me that are in the early stages of business, they always go for 0% interest cards or the lines of credit, just so it helps them like in the beginning stages, so they don't have to like really worry about paying back interest.
Definitely. What does a smart, responsible leverage with credit and funding look like to you?
So I would say responsible leverage actually means like preparing first, right, before accessing capital. You can't just jump into it. So that includes getting your credit profile correctly, the right account structure, and then actually like a clear plan, having a game on how the capital will be used, because you need to have a game plan. You can't just get a funding and decide to like, just spend it. Like you have to have a game plan for it. If it's advertising, if it's expansion, if it's things like that. But when it's really done correctly, leverage can accelerate your way. So whether that's maybe launching a business, expanding operations, acquiring assets and things like that. So the key is actually discipline and strategy. So you have to have discipline and strategy when you're handling debts, because you need to have those things, just so you know you have a game plan and you're working towards the game plan. But you don't have to work on impulse, because if you work on impulse, you get into like more debt and you will end up in a bad way. So
definitely. And then the best way to describe it is you prepare the money when you don't need the money, not the other way. If you need the money, you start to prepare the money. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Yes, exactly. I know you have this credit hub school community, right?
Yeah.
Can you describe a little bit your framework? It mentioned you do credit repair, you help other people to gain line of credit or business credit. Can you walk us through in your framework to get people funded for the business credit?
Yeah, so basically the credit hub is a framework built around 3 stages, right? So the first is credit resets. So we address like the negative items, and we have so many negative items: collections, repossessions, charge-offs, late payment, child support, student loan, all those things are negatives on there, right? So we address all those things and then we rebuild the profile correctly. Rebuilding the profile means like we structure the profile correctly, so it's like funding ready. And then the second thing we do is positioning. We position you correctly. So we structure the credit profile in a way where when banks see you, when underwriters see you, like they actually chase you to actually give you the money, because they are willing to give you the money. They just want to see that the profile is structured correctly. That's the second thing we mostly do on there, which is positioning, structuring the credit profile in a correct way. Even though you don't have negatives on there, we need to make sure we have trade lines, we have like higher limit amounts, so you have comparable credits. When they see this person is making on-time payments, they have some comparable limits, which is amazing. So let's lend to this person. So that's what we do on the second phase. And then the third phase is the capital access, where we actually apply for funding across the right lenders and then the financial institutions. But we do it strategically because we have a specific sequence. Because we have 3 different bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, as far as the US credit system. Basically, we want to make sure we are maximizing that, and then we wouldn't have so many hard inquiries while we are working based on that sequence. We just have to strategize that and make sure that's aligned in a way where you have less inquiries but higher funding. Those are the 3 steps: the credit reset, the positioning, and then the capital access.
That's great. It's very clear. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
You see a lot of credit repair commercials, right? You also mentioned credit repair. Exactly what you're repairing.
As far as that, so basically when it comes to that, depending on the person's profile, that's where we actually need to do a credit audit first for you and then see, depending on your profile, that's where we see what exactly to fix or repair. Because some people have closed accounts, open accounts, some people have collections, some people have repossessions, but we mostly use consumer law, which is illegal, and then we use Metro 2 as well. We use the CFPB. All these things are legal. We use this law to make sure everything is accurate on there. So if we see anything inaccurate, we'll dispute it with the Bureau of Experience Equifax Trans, we dispute it with each and every one of them. We want to make sure everything is compliant, so they need to take it off. So that's where consumer law comes in. So when it comes to credit repair, that's it. The first thing is we need to take a look at your credit reports. That's where the credit audit comes in, just to have a general overview of what exactly is wrong. Everyone's situation is different.
Yeah.
So when we see that, then we draw a game plan and start disputing these items based on the consumer laws as well. And then one thing that differentiates Credit Hub from other company is we do have a portal, right? We do have a portal, we have a mobile app, so this helps you to track your progress. So from credit repair to funding, like you see your ability score. So as your credit keeps improving, your fundability scores increases as time goes on. And you can see the things that are disputed every 2 weeks. Let's say in a week or two, maybe your collection went off, maybe you had one late payment that was readjusted to fully paid on time. You would see the progress actually. You would see everything on your portal and you could track everything. You could upload your documents. So it makes the process seamless. Other credit repair companies aren't doing that. So I really don't even call the Credit Hub a credit repair company. We are more like the hub. It's a combination of different things. Yes, because we help you throughout the whole process. We don't just leave you in the dark for you to figure everything else out. We help fix your credit and then, okay, what's the next step? Do you need funding? Do you need to get a new car? Do you need to get a new apartment? Do you need help with mortgage? Because we also have connections to those people. We have tax preparers, we have mortgage agents, like you as well. You're good with when it comes to like tax and other things, right? So we have resources. So when you get to that level and you have good credit and you are ready to go, we lead you to the right path. We don't just leave you astray like other companies do. Yeah.
Especially the visual, right? People want to see the progress. Where was my score was like 570. Now it's 740. So you can see the progress.
Yeah.
In your school, you also mentioned funding fast track. Can you explain that and see how that will help people get at least 50 to 250K in funding approvals?
Yeah, funding fast track is a structured strategy, right? For approaching lenders, instead of randomly just applying like different cards and all that and damaging your credit profile, we actually identify the institutions, right, that align best with a specific client's profile. So based on your state, based on the number of years you've been in business, based on how your credit profile looks like, we align it based on each and every single person based on different factors. When your credit profile is properly positioned and applications are actually timed correctly, approvals can start like quickly across multiple institutions. You could literally get 250K easily. We follow all the sequences.
That's great. Everybody wants the fast track, right?
Yeah.
We want to prepare for the money to be ready for us.
I know.
Not need it, go out and chase the money. I'm sure you work with a lot of businesses, right?
Yeah.
How those best companies utilize the money to win big versus people utilize money, but they don't really know what to do.
I feel like it's more of a leverage thing, right? If you win big, like you have to have a game plan. You have to have resources. You have to have systems, automations, right? You have to hire people. Because sometimes you can own a company, but you wouldn't really know what to do. You need to hire people that are in a position to help you out, to help you get to the next level. But I feel like most of the businesses, they really stall as far as hiring like experienced people to like someone operations, someone good at taxes. Just hire experienced people to come into your business. I feel like that will get you to the next level because you have the revenue, you've gotten the funding. Now what next? So you have to hire a CPA or someone to actually come into the business to help you, show you what's going on. Hey, this is what you need to do so you don't have crazy amounts of taxes this year. Things like that. Just hire experienced people to come into your business to help you strategically grow or scale. If not, I don't think people will get to the next level. So it's really much about delegating tasks to experienced people.
That's great because money is also a tool, right? You want to
Yes.
use other people's money, other people's time, you hiring, but by the end of the day, it's the leader, the head of the company can drive the company to the next level.
Yeah, because you
So
can't do everything on your own.
exactly. Yeah. I know we're talking about using other people's money and get the funding. I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this, they want to use the OPM the right way. What will be their first step? Do they need to study? Do they need to come and talk to you, talk to their CPAs? What's your suggestion on that?
For anyone starting off like basic level, right? The first step is actually understanding your starting points because you need to know where you're at before you even know where you're heading towards, right? So you need to pull your credit reports. Credit is always the foundation. Pull your credit reports, review your profile, know what's negatives on there, like review your profile, and then identify what needs improvement. If you need to pay your utilization down, if you don't really understand how to review your credit report, I do it in my community. You could just go in there. We have a quiz and fill the quiz out, and you could literally get a free credit audit with me or any of my team members. So that's the main thing. That's the basic thing. Review your credit report, review your profile honestly, right? And identify what needs to be improved. Then from there, you can focus on building like a strong financial foundation before actually chasing capital, because everything capital-wise, the foundation is credit. So if you don't have a strong credit profile, if you don't have a strong credit score, I don't think you should be chasing capital. That's the basic thing. Review your profile, review. If your credit is positioned correctly, like the funding opportunity, they will even chase you with the money, right? They will even chase you with the funding and whatsoever. Just make sure your credit is positioned correctly. Review that, know that these are the negatives. So then you draw a game plan. Okay, what next? Do I want to reach out to maybe Emmanuel or to help me take these negatives off and then add trade lines or positive items off, and then for it to like structure correctly for lenders to actually see and be like, oh yeah, this looks fun already. So you're ready to give you the money.
That's great. We call it the X-ray, the baseline, where you are at, where
Yes.
you want to go, and how you can get there with professional, how educate yourself. And then it's really about the daily activity. Don't do anything there. Some bad move can hurt your credit, maybe 5 or 7 points. Yeah. The Credit Hub community, you founded that community. What's the reason behind it?
Funny thing, right? As I built the Credit Hub, because most people try to navigate credit and funding alone. Trust me, I've been through that hole, so I know how it feels. The community actually creates an environment where members can actually learn the system, ask questions, and follow a 90-day roadmap. You could follow a structured roadmap. Most of my mistakes that I've made in the past, I've literally built it like in a course form. And then you have people in there that are going through the same scenario. So if you are here and someone is here, the person here could ask you, hey, how did you get here? And then they could even help you without even asking me personally. That's where the community comes in. So inside the community, actually, we break down the strategies. We share real data. Hey, this is my score. This is what I'm trying to head towards. This is what I did. You could even learn from it as time goes on. And we guide the members from credit repair all the way to funding ready. So it's like a win-win situation.
That's great.
Yes.
So community now is the asset, right? It's not the asset to the community owner, it's the asset of every single member inside of the community.
Right.
So we definitely put your school community in the description of this video. Join Emmanuel and then study and educate yourself, get the baseline ready. It's like building a house. You need to drill down and build a foundation. Then you stack up and get all the money and get whatever the money you need along the way. If you, for anyone who watching this and who wants to have some other people's money or some capital, any final word you want to share with us?
I'll just say follow the blueprints. That's it. Follow the blueprints. Just take things step by step. Getting your credit up there. It took time to actually pour or win your credit. It will take time to build it. Always have patience when it comes to credit. Things related to credit. If you build it properly or correctly, you definitely get to the next level easily. It's always patience.
Definitely. And patient, do the right thing. I'm sure you do a lot of education in your community. Credit is not a complex thing, but people just don't have time to study it. I personally made a lot of mistakes along the way, such as I canceled the first one when I landed here in the US. I'm here almost 26 years. Right now, my credit history only has 17 years. A lot of the people saying, hold on to the oldest credit card.
Yeah, you need that history. You don't need to close the card.
Exactly.
Yeah, just let it be there. You could pay everything off, but just let it be there. So it helps you with history, which is good.
And then I also had few those department store when I was really like, yeah, I think they make a commission when they try to sell you the credit.
They do.
I'm probably 2, 3. Then later on, people saying, telling me those are bad ones because once you have that, they keep pulling and tracking your credit.
Yeah.
But even it's not a hard pull, but it will still show you all the inquiries.
Correct.
I think it's not that difficult thing, but it's just you have to educate yourself to make sure you're doing not the wrong thing like the one I just described. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, to come to this episode. I hope you all learn a lot from your talk. Credit building, like what he said, it's not difficult, but it takes patience. It takes the right steps to get there.
That's
sure,
it.
eventually everyone can get to that 200 business funding or capital. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, everybody join Emmanuel's group and then start building your credit today so you can have other people's money in your pocket. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, always. Anytime.
Thank you. Bye.